Hi, good day sir. I'm Sandro Rodriguez Jr. from BSMT First Year Section ILNAP. Ship organization seafarers hold a variety of professions and ranks, and each of these roles carries unique responsibilities which are integral to the successful operation of seafaring vessels. A ship crew can generally be divided into three main categories. 1. The deck department, those who navigate the ship. 2. The engineering department, those who maintain the machinery and controls, carrying out all repair function on board. 3. The stewards department, those who catering department that takes care of the catering needs of the complement. Captain or master is the traditional customary title given to the person in charge of a ship at sea. This authority holds true even if higher ranking persons are aboard. The deck department is an organizational unit aboard naval and merchant ships. The ship officer or the ship mate is the head of the deck department. The mate the mate is responsible for the safety and security of the ship as well as the welfare of the crew on board. The second officer or second mate is usually in charge of navigation and is the next licensed position above third officer and below ship officer. The duties also usually entail developing the voyage plans under the direction of the ship master. The third officer or third mate, the most junior officer of the ship. The third mate is usually the safety officer responsible for firefighting equipment, lifeboats, emergency system, and is in charge of a bridge or cargo watch. Deck cadet or apprentice is a nautical school graduate entitled to a seaman's book but is not an officer proper. Boatswain is in charge of the unlicensed deck crew and is sometimes also third or fourth mate. Able seaman or EB will work in a ship deck department as either a watchtender and a day worker or a combination of these roles. Ordinary seamen or OS performs a variety of duties concerned with the operation and upkeep of deck department areas and equipment. The engine department engineers run and maintain all machinery reporting to the ship engineer. The ship engineer is responsible for operation and maintenance that have to do with all engineering equipments throughout the ship. Second engineer, first assistant engineer. The person holding this position is typically the basic engineer aboard the ship. Due to the supervisory role this engineer plays and the operations duties performed. The third engineer or second assistant engineer is usually in charge of boilers, fuel, auxiliary engines, condensate, and feed systems. The fourth engineer or third assistant engineer is the most junior marine engineer of the ship. He or she is usually responsible for electrical sewage treatment, lobby, oil, bilge, and oily water separation systems. Engineering cadet or apprentice is a nautical school graduate entitled to a seaman book on, but is not an officer proper. Motorman is a senior unlicensed crew member in the engine room of a ship. Pumpman, a position frequently found aboard fuel tankers. Earlier roles consist mainly of keeping machinery lubricate, wiper roll, of wiping down machinery and generally keep it clean. Steward departments. This department is responsible for the vessel's catering. The ship steward plans menus, compiles supply overtime, and cost control records. The stewards make requisition of purchase storage and equipment. Ship cook is the participate in the preparation of serving of meals. Stewards, assistant of SA, these positions can also be referred to as galley utility man or messman. And that's all. Thank you, sir.